we're in Shirlee Temper's dressing room with Reality Check TV.
Hi, I'm Shirlee Temper, and you're watching Reality Check TV. You gotta love a woman that shares her makeup with you right off the bat.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm sweating back here, as you can tell.
Because you're hot, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, bless your heart. Perhaps it's just being around her that get me hot. All right, I'm blotting. How's that?
Perfect. Perfect. You'll be great. You'll be great.
I love women that do that.
I'm really totally honored to be here with Shirlee Temper. And Shirlee, you're the Miss Queen of Rock and Flow. Tell me how you got that name.
It was actually given to me because I think people didn't know what to call me, so we kind of made up our own genre. And being the first of my kind, I decided to be the queen.
You decided to be the queen?
Yes, but I work for it every day.
What do you consider your genre of music?
A little bit of rock, a little bit of metal, a little bit of funk, a little bit of rap, a little bit of everything. It's kind of familiar, I think, because we have a whole bunch of little pieces to things, but at the same time, that new combination is making it new. If that makes sense. I think fashion and music are...
Yeah, it does.
They're the same, and they recycle.
Where's your hat at, by the way? You're the hat.
I'm trying not to sweat. It's the hat or the sweat.
It's the hat or the sweat.
All right.
Everybody knows you with your hat. You know how that is. It's... All right, and so who creates all this music? I mean, it's just fab. I seen you a couple weeks ago, and I really loved your show.
Thank you.
Folks, I mean, I was blown away. So tell me a little bit about who writes and creates.
I usually do my words just because it comes for me. If it comes for me, then I know how to do it, and it flows. I have no rhythm.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Is that going to be beeped out? Bullshit.
That's why I like the music loud, so it makes sure that it hits me inside. That's my drummer, by the way.
Your drummer. What's your name, buddy?
Tony Providence.
And how did you guys hook up?
I used to play in a band called Pain, and
I remember that.
yeah, I used to play drums in that band. And Kenny, or PK, our background vocalist, I don't know where he is now. He was in that circle of he's actually was managing us, and an opening came up in this band, and I came recommendation through two other people, and they ended up calling me, and I saw the videos, and I was like, yeah, I definitely want to be a part of that.
Let me see ya put 'em up. 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 Now swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it. Now swing it, swing it, swing it. Yeah.
Is this the rest of the getup over here? Yes. The band, the guitar player? I know I've seen you guys before.
I'm Jake Nielsen. I'm known as Sunshine.
And how did you guys hook up?
I have this page on the social media site called Bandmix, and Ken, the manager, sent me an email, wondering if I would be interested in auditioning, and I checked out the band, and I was really impressed with what I saw, so I just gave the audition a roll, and well, they liked me, so here I am.
I'm Ian White.
And you play?
I play the other guitar.
I see that.
Right. And how did I get involved with this group? Well, my band First Contact was looking for other bands to play with, and we asked Shirlee Temper to play a show with us. And then shortly after that, Ken asked me if he wanted me to play with this band, and so I happily took the position.
Reflect back here to Shirlee, my buddy here. I love you, Shirlee. Oh.
I totally took a picture of this.
It's working. I know it does. By the way, American Woman, right? That video. Tell me how that came about and how. Did you write that?
Yes, I wrote American Women. And I would say out of all songs, that is probably the most personal to me, in a sense that it's kind of about my journey about becoming a woman. And I wrote. Well,
what do you mean by that?
I mean stages of being, being an innocent young woman to, going out into the world and getting hurt. And I wrote it into 3 verses. Each verse has a color. So I identify with things like that. Matter of fact, when we jam, they'll be like, you need to be in a C flat, and I'm like, huh? And he'll be like, you're orange right now. You need to be red. And I'll be like, oh, okay.
I get it.
That's how I relate. So the 3 colors.
That's unusual.
Well, It works for me. I don't know.
I mean, I,
Okay, so going back to American Woman, the first verse is about is white. When I was white, and what I mean by that is when you're innocent, you're brand new to the world, and you trust everyone and you love everyone and you think everybody has the best of intentions, right?
your best interest.
Yes, exactly. And then I turn into red, which is the second verse, which is what white turns into, which is turns into a B word. I don't know what the.
Can you spell it out? We won't beep this. We don't.
Well, let's just leave it as the B word. Okay. I turned into something fierce and to save myself. But if you stay I figured out if you stay in red, then you'll burn out and you'll become an ugly person that way and unhappy.
Call anger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A-word.
Defense.
Yes,
so
yes.
through some soul searching and figuring out, I became into what I call blue, the blue verse, which keeps the balance and the best intentions of white, but with the strength. You know, of
and you
of
have
red.
all that on stage.
But thank you.
You do.
I try to.
You do, absolutely.
I'm not going to go out and pick a fight, but I'll finish it. You know what I mean?
And I'll help you.
Yeah.
And I'll jump in with you. I'm in the pit too.
Yeah.
So, it's your music's almost like Kid Rock meets Rage Against the Machine. How do you feel about that?
I think it's awesome. Well, I mean, if somebody says, you kind of taste like this cookie I ate. That was the best cookie I had in my whole life. I'm like, call me that cookie. I don't care. To me, they're amazing bands. And when I get compared to other bands, it makes me happy that somebody can relate.
You've actually been collaborating with some very reputable people. Tell us about that.
I mean, like Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. We had a conversation about colors. He was one of the first people that I was like, yeah, sounds have colors, and I was like, oh my goodness, and I have a real bad habit. When I get excited, I do this. So I meet Dougie Fresh for the first time, and I'm like, shut up, and they're looking at me like you're smacking Dougie Fresh, but he was so cool. Yeah. I'm smacking you again, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah,
We love it.
He was wonderful. I got lucky enough to collaborate with him. He actually didn't even know what he was doing, but he had.
What did you do? What project did you do?
We did And the Beat Goes. So we kind of had a concept, and he saw my music, and he did a little investigation, and we told him an idea about the song. He flew out, and we made it that day. It was so funny because everybody's like, okay, Dougie Fresh is here, and just relax. I'm like, I'm just gonna be me. So he came in, and I was like, hi, and I ran over, and he was so sweet, and he gave me a big old hug, and watching him do his, it was just one of those, Type in Shirlee Temper, SHIRLEETEMPER on Google, and I come up. Or you can do ShirleeTemper.com.
Good night.